All right. Hey, everybody. Good to see you. We are back in House Flipper, you guys. We still have a lot of work to do, but you know how it goes. It's awesome. It's always awesome. I love the process. So here we go. Last episode, we essentially did the outside. It's done. I might want to expand this building or make this look a little more nicer of a restaurant. Do the side yard, and then we're gonna make a front parking lot area paved and all that jazz. So we'll see how far we go from there with the live stream from that. That's still quite a bit of work, so I don't know. Oh, right. This is where we left off. We did get this up. I think the only thing I'm missing... One like, thank you guys. We need to decide if we want to... If we want to add, maybe lights up top, or... I know I want to add some around the doors. Not quite sure which ones, though. Paved, fancy. It's gonna have asphalt. Believe it or not. We're gonna make this asphalt, painted lines. It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, this is what we messed with last episode. We got all this laid out, roof fixed. We were able to... Well, I guess it was the episode before. We did get that very top part figured out with the walls, so we can get all that deleted. The tower is, well, it's done. I guess we could sleep so you guys can see it. Whose fault? Oh, Lord. We know exactly whose fault it is. Look at how dangerous it is sleeping underneath all this equipment. Do I want a light right now? I guess we could do that real quick. I suppose we could do that real quick. I think we go modern, obvi. And I think we do, like, I don't know, right here, perhaps? Let's just connect it, and then we'll copy and paste it. Let me erase this, please. Nope. Did I never put... Oh, you know, we were going to decide if we wanted to put a LED strip right here, huh? Can I not reach this stuff? Just do that. We will just do that, I think. How are you, Wade? What's going on? Not bad. Let's add these right here. I might consider an LED strip thing, you guys. Nice. Okay. At least we can see the front door. We added one over here, right? Yeah, we did. We gave the warehouse a light, so that's fine. I don't know, it just feels like something else needs to happen up here, but I also know that once we get the inside lit, I don't know if we're gonna need other lights up top. Maybe an LED strip on the tower? Let's try to see if we can do that real quick, because that would look pretty sweet. I told myself I wouldn't need to get back on this roof again, but here we are getting back on this roof again. Of course, it's like the hardest thing to do. Put me here. So we could put a flashlight on for you guys, sorry. We will need our little magic shelf step-ups here. The absolute best scaffolding ever. And I think I needed to be like up higher, like right here. Because it wasn't quite tall enough to get on this other piece. We got sunrise happening. Oh, you know what? Because that's actually a cross. Let's maybe put an LED strip right here. Let's see what that looks like. Just keep it white. In the middle, I suppose? I just don't want it to be too bright, but... let's see if it'll let me just stack this here. Because that is our other issue we got. I mean, technically I should be able to place that there, right? Just over a little bit to meet this one. Okay. Okay, can I attach this? Nice. Let's hook it to this one too. And then we jump on down. Oh yes, that's exactly what it needed. I needed one of those. And I don't know, maybe we have kind of a play on like a thing right here. We can maybe just bring a light up and make like an angle on each of these real quick. You'll see what I mean. It's like right here we could complete this. How come I can't put this all the way down? Maybe that is the limit? I don't know. We don't want it to be all the way though. Let's try like that. Shoot. Okay. Well. Let me grab the ladder real quick. I don't know, some type of other design on here. Because it looks a little plain. And we can maybe do it on this side too. That'd be cool. And then I think we'll work on the driveway next. Be our best option. Let's put it like right here. And then let's scoot this over. Oh, there we go. And then we just make a small one across. Instead of like a little design element or something, like right here. And then we carry it to the top one too. 2 likes, thank you guys. We might have to turn some of these down if we add too many, but I don't know, I think like that like matches this. And we only do part of the way and then we do the one up top. And maybe put one on this wall too. Like right here. You could also line the bottom as well. We could do that too. The last one we kind of put out to here, right? And you know what? The problem I have with this though is I don't know if it's going to show through onto that wall badly. It might. So let's just do these for now. If we feel like we could add a little more stuff, then we'll add it. Let's sell this. And, did I ever put one over here? No, I didn't. Alright. There. I don't know. Kind of just adds some other kind of edge to this, right? It makes it angular without actually adding angles. Let's put this back. Actually, I might need this again. Do we want to go up here? I don't think we do. So let's take this over here. We didn't even sleep. We don't need sleep anymore. Maybe we could do something there. Alright, Wade, you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you tonight, maybe? I'll be back in, Sandrock. So there's those. I maybe should have scooted these out a little more, but it's fine. I mean, this corner is lit, but this one isn't. But it's also fine, too. I don't know. I gotta think about it. We'll leave this alone for now. Let's do a driveway real quick. With parking spots and all that. We can clear out the rest of this garden area. Decide if we want to expand this out a teeny bit. Or just make it a really big pergolaed area. That'd be cool, too. I don't so much mind the choice of this here, so let's maybe make our sidewalk leading back to here. We'll need to borrow this. And we will need to borrow this. Hey, Ilse. Not too bad. How are you? How big parking spots do we want here? Let's try like this wide. We'll have to move the little lights around, but that's fine. We'll add the border back too. This is already pretty large. I don't know, this might be a part of the driveway. I said I'd make plants here. Like a little planter. I don't know, let's do the cement borderline real quick. Do we think that's gonna be enough space for a vehicle? I think it would. So let's start it here. Alright, and then we will move these guys. Actually, are these attached to anything? They are not. So we should probably attach those to our main lights at some point. Pretty good. How are the animals doing? They're doing awesome. Just surveying the yard and looking at the fruit trees and stuff, and loving it. Messing around with Cora. Cora messing around with them. Cora's our cat. Let's try right here, perhaps. It needs to be wide enough to walk. Let me see what this looks like here. Oh, excuse me. Right there. I mean, that's not awful. We'll try that. And let's also attach these, because we need to attach them. Hopefully they're not broken. What about your pets, Ilse? How are they? And we need the asphalt now. We'll get... So the best one you can get, I think, is this one, because you can change the color, and it looks a little bit like asphalt. So you just do this in black, and you've got some pavement. And let me see here. Do I want to carry this out to here? We probably should. I said I might be, frick. I might be, well, I guess having it like that's okay, too. I might erase that other part that I was thinking about. I know we gotta place that other one there. We are gonna need a couple of these. Couple more. Good. Puppy the cat is doing great. Fish tank with fish, shrimpies are good. Nice. Bought a second aquarium from someone. Got some secret extra shrimps in there. Oh my gosh. So why do they have to be secret? Are they, are you not allowed to buy more pets? And that's not in a mean way. I have to tell Jaywa all the time that we can't get another puppy, because he always wants to get a puppy or something. Like, he's on our, like, here in America we have something called Craigslist, so he's always on Craigslist looking at puppy ads and things like that, you know. And I always have to remind him that we really, like, we cannot get more pets. My goodness. Have like a whole extra team going on. Is that empty? Yes. And we went all the way with that one. Yes. I know sometimes I have to stop myself. I've been kind of, we used to have chinchillas like a long time ago. I don't know, I've been kind of getting the urge to maybe jump into the chinchilla game again. Because I did enjoy having our chinchillas. They were really cool. I miss them a lot. I need to move that light over. Oh boy, that was a little drunkardly there. Okay. How many spots could we fit here? I mean, probably a couple. Should we just take that all the way to the edge, you guys? Maybe we don't. Maybe we just do foliage at the end. Chinchillas are super soft. They are, yes. They absolutely feel like just silk. No, I live alone. I can get all the animals I want. It's because the tank is secondhand. Oh, I see. Gotcha. So the shrimp came with the aquarium you got then. That's funny. That just means they're in good hands, you know? What do I want to do? What do I want to do here? I feel like if we put a planter here, then I feel as if we need to put a planter right here. And I'm not against it. It would probably actually make this look really nice. This is nicely lined up with this too. Well, I guess we might just be doing that. We'll do the... Do we want to do the darker gray? We could actually do white this time. I've never done the white gravel before. They also have like a gray. We could try white. Let's try it. And then we'll build a little, planter for it to go into. Let's maybe move this over. Will it let me? Nice. Put it like right here. Like pretty close to where the planter's gonna be, but not too much in the way of where a parking spot would be. We will need to fill this in. Let's fill this in real quick. Alright, and then if we do this, we'll redesign this. Let's go get our famous fun brick here. Come on, let me... Oh, it's gonna be weird. I see. So that is as far as it'll let me go for this, except for right here. Hello? Let me place it. Okay. That's not out of the realm. I suppose that could work. We'll just make like a little gravel pieces go that far in or something. I don't think I can go any smaller than this, right? No. Although we could do, let me see if it'll work for the, now that I know I can actually change this, can I make this really short? Oh yeah, I could. This is actually a little nicer. But then again, though, the planter's supposed to be kind of bigger. We'll use this for a different planter, because we do have to make something for this. Let's just use this one. And it feels like actual bricks, you know? Oh man, I didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. Let's try that again. I'll have to try to remember to post photos of our two chinchillas were Curtis and Ezio. That was their names. I really dislike that it's not letting me... Well, it's because it's part of the way, huh? Maybe we should have had it go into the other brick. That would be really annoying, but... Because it won't let me place it into it. It doesn't matter, I guess. It doesn't matter. I'll just let it overlap a little bit. Grab another one, and we'll just put it on the inside of this. As if nothing happened. I would post it on either one. We have a what's called YouTube communities, Ilse. So if you go to like our channel page, and there's a community section where you guys can post photos and stuff if you want, with like a description. I know Mira and Rob, Sabrina, Sunny, a couple other people post like their screenshots from House Flipper, so I can see the projects they're working on. So if you want, that's usually where I post stuff. And sometimes I'll put them on our Instagram too. It just depends. Okay, we're back to this again. Let's maybe... It doesn't have to be perfect. I might need to scoot this over. So I feel like our other planter's probably like this big. I didn't measure the other one very well, did I? Let's readjust this. And that includes if you play other games too, Ilse. Like if you have other builders that you're in and you enjoy. You're more than welcome to post screenshots of stuff you're working on, little projects and things. The fact that this lets me measure almost as far as what I'm looking at is kind of crazy. We'll work with it. This will be just a little skinny planter. It'll just have to be the case. I'm not going to stress it too much. I don't want to be too close to our walk path and things, so we'll have to take a step back here. About how many bricks is this? I mean, that looks pretty even, actually. 10. Okay, it is just a little bit too long. That's fine. Let's adjust this. Let's put it like, I think it was a little over, like that. And then all I gotta do is this one. And then we just move this guy. I think it'll let me do that, right? Sweet. There we go. And if we do that, lay this. Oh, that's right. I forgot that this is kind of strange if it's not perfect. Ah, frick. It's fine. We'll move it around. So then do I like that this pole is going to be in the way? And I guess you don't really see it from this point of view, so yeah, let's try scooting it over a little bit. If it lets me. And we'll readjust our stuff here. Oh, excuse me. Meant to do this. And if you need to, Ilse, on our main page, there's a link to our Twitter and stuff, or Instagram, or Facebook if you prefer to do that. This tells me the other side's gonna be like this. We'll have to stretch it a bit. And if we do, I want it to be, I mean, so how did that, you know what? I'm not even gonna ask. We're just gonna act as if we didn't just do something here. Alright. The rest of this will be fine. I kind of feel like we shouldn't have something here. Well, maybe we do. Let me take this over there again. What should we paint these? Probably black, right? I imagine white would be a bit much. Let's see what they look like. Of course, we got the black paint. You gotta do it now before you put the plants in. I learned that the hard way on multiple occasions where I got gung-ho putting everything in the planter and then I couldn't paint the edges with all the stuff in it. Story of my life. Same thing with this kind of stuff. Like, look at this. It's because this thing's in the way. Stuff is in the way. Nice. Alright, let's put this back. Honestly, as close as I can get to this, because I don't like that it's further in, but... Finish this. Put some plants. Kind of the same as this. Will it let me get the spot? Come on, please. Oh, there we go. And maybe painted these gray too. Alright, so then if we do this, let's get some plants in here real quick. We won't make this too hard. We'll just do like a couple like of these. Because we can hang them up over the edge of the other one. 3 likes, thank you guys. Go back to this. Maybe we do... maybe we do some ferns. Make them kind of like a diagonal pattern, and then we'll add flowers around them. Probably shouldn't have done this. Save it like that. Geraniums will do, because that'll be our little pop of color we want. And let's choose... I have a feeling our other color for this is probably going to be red, but I haven't really decided that yet. Come on, there we go. Just make this easier on ourselves by setting them up in here. Nice. Kind of did it threesies on the other one, but that's okay. Boom. All right. Hey, Pixie, how's it going? We're setting up planters, and we're going to do the rest of the parking lot. And I guess work on the restaurant. 5 likes, thank you guys. Pop this here. I kind of thought about it. Maybe we should add bollards. Like, we delete these and do the light bollards, but... I do also like just putting regular speed. Like the regular parking bumps. I mean, I guess they're a type of bollard as well, but... We need a car. I suppose we could rock a sedan here. Try to make this, like, not too crazy, but... We might have to just spend the money and park some cars here. It's always hard to make all the lines right. That's crazy close to that pole. I need to move that over, actually. Maybe do something like that. They can clear that, right? I hope. Let's put one on this side. This is how we determine if we're liking the spacing here. So what, 5 spaces, maybe 6? These always work as really nice ones too, or you could just use the bricks. Or the Funko brick if you don't like the shape it's, like, doing. Suppose we could scoot the car over a little bit. It'll be tight, but I think we can fit 6 in here. I don't think I have white paint yet. Let's do white paint. And we could also... Oh, actually... We could also do... Let's get yellow as well. Because we could do a... handy-capable spot. Right here. Let's color these something else. We're going to need them to be... Can I just make them plain cement? Oh, here we go. Like terracotta would be the closest looking one, and we'll do, I don't know, I feel like any parking lot I've been in, they're usually white or they're yellow. Oh, excuse me. It'll be this one. Some coffee real quick. I know lots of times I just paint out our whole spot, but I think we'll just do this. It's not gonna be perfect. Although, should I make this blue? Actually, maybe I should make this spot blue. Blue lines. And then we can give them a special sign. We'll do a double yellow here. So I feel like you always need like a spot where you can, Oh my god, I got it perfect. Sweet. There, do something like that. And then we could do regular white on this side. And we can also give them a sign, too. Unfortunately, I don't have, like, a crazy amount of signs we can use, but I guess we could just use this. Sure. Just something like that. And then we finish the lines, and actually I just saw a good option to put the other no parking sign up against that other wall. We're already in white paint. Might be able to fit double lines with the way we did this. Now, will other cars actually fit in here? I don't know. Probably not, if I'm being real. But I feel as if it would look better like this, so we'll do it like this. Even if I can't realistically fit another car in this spot here. Not bad. It's like too much in the middle. Oh yeah, these spots will definitely be compact. That's for sure. I wish we had motorcycles in this game. That would be so cool. That would be very cool if we could get some motorcycles in here. Or at least, like, scooters or something. Little Vespas and stuff. I could have swore they had a Vespa in this game, but... I mean, do they now? Yeah, they don't. They do not. They just have bicycles, which I'm cool with. It's fine, but... motorcycle would be way cooler. Alright, now this is where the interesting part of this will come. Is, will we be able to fit the double line here? I just realized I did that. Oh, I guess I didn't ever order more. It's fine. Okay. I mean, it should work. Be a little tight, but... one more, and then one right here. Just short, that's fine. Put it there. And then one right here. One more. Alright, we got ourselves a parking lot, and the one I thought about back in this would be the... not the 2-hour parking, but like this. No parking on the side of the street, because this is where they drop off stuff. Always be sure to put some kind of a sign there. That way no one just straight up pulls up in here like it's a parking spot or something. But there we go. I think we have parking spots, you guys. Let's maybe change the color of one of these to be something different. How about a blue car? Is the rest of this pretty chill? I'll make it blue. There. Solid. Alright. Parking lot done. I don't think I care about any of this other stuff right now, so let's get rid of it. Less things to look at. I will keep this, though, if we decide to do other planters. Did we destroy the walk path over here? Let's keep this stuff, too. We're probably going to need it, because I do like the way this looks. Alright. Yeah, this is looking nice. I'm digging it. I just realized this was here, so let's attach it to these. Yeah, all this is... I'm just gonna call a lot of this done. Maybe a couple bushes here. Just some nicely looking bushes, you know? We did get rid of some stuff over here. Fill it in a little bit. And let's also do... I guess we could do just some more of these. some reason it's saying no. There we go. They're right here. Oh, yep, right there. Let's make it look like kind of a little bit of a diamond here or something. Come on. There. Then there's colors over there. Looks like we dropped save. This is good. No parking. Got cars out front. Lights are as good as I feel like they're gonna be right now. The front door looks pretty good. I might consider doing something else here too, like maybe like some potted plants. We could do that now, I suppose. Oh, we could use these. These look really cool too. Hopefully no one knocks these down. And dare I say we use my favoriteest of all plants of all time. This one. The most beautiful and best plant ever. Sure. This is awesome. I know we have these ones. These ones are pretty nice looking. Don't really have many other options. They're just like the most... These aren't bad, but they just look old. Let's do something like this. With light gray or something. Got some trash cans. Because you know dang well we need some trash cans. They're like right here. Especially if like a employee or someone comes out to smoke or something. Cool little smoke break. Maybe like right here too. Alright, there it is. The restaurant. If I expand this building, we're gonna have to like redo the roof line here. If we make a monster-sized pergola, though, with seating under it, that would look really good, too. Oh, you know what? We were going to decide if we wanted to... Do we want to brickify this to look like this? That would look kind of cool, but it could also feel a little claustrophobic as well. We're all out of stuff for those. Let's try it. Let's see if we think we'll like it or not. Pillars also, let's see, because these are like the other ones, right? Yes. That's like, that's such an optical illusion. Oh boy. Alright. I need to double check this too. Where's my other, right here. Pretty sure this is the same one, right? I think we might be keeping it gray, guys. I think the other one might be too much. Having the pillars be different. We could do them in the black and the rest gray. Let's see what it looks like on the one we've already done this side for. We'll do like the adjacent sides and see what we like more of. That's a good idea though, Pixie. Okay, and then what if we did this? Just to kind of see which one we like more. I suppose we could also paint them black, but we could just keep gray and paint the pillars black. What do we think? I know for certain I think just the all black brick is a bit much. Let me put it back up just to kind of see real quick. Let's try to paint this other one black here and see if we prefer that. I like the gray with the black pillars. Yeah, so it would be the one on the right. I mean, this doesn't look bad with just the bricks, too. Like a little bit of a pop. I feel like this isn't a normal building, so we could get away with doing something more stylized if we felt like it would, you know, go with what we want to do. Gray for sure on the back. Let me make sure I got this set. And actually, we should pave out the rest. Do I need this again? With this one, we can still get on the roof of that. So do we want to try to put like an LED light up there? Let's maybe do that first, because I do want something else on this side. I just don't know what. My problem is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to reach it. I'll have to jump onto there. But just like across the window or something, I feel like it's missing something up here. And then I'll go back to the pillar dilemma. Oh, hey, it'll let me do it. Cool. I don't know if I want it directly under the window, because it might cast kind of a strange shadow. Let's try just like this, and maybe we make them go down. Oh. I suppose I can do that from here. That means I can't grab it, though. What if we did this? Hold on. Get back up here. Don't fall this time. I think I had it to, like, right here. We'll just readjust. Oh, no. It's gonna be, like, impossible to do. It's too far over for this one. Bring it back just a smidge. I think we had it about right here. Grab this. All the way down. Should be able to connect it to this. I think that looks cool. I don't know, just... It feels flat and it needs some kind of other shape up here. And because the other side has the overhang, we were able to kind of do some other stuff stylistically with, like, outserts like this. We can't do it with this one. Let's sit on this. I think this looks really cool, so we'll keep it. I might do some on this other part to shape the window. Just don't want it to be too bright. Besides doing things like this, I don't know if I'm going to need this again. At least not this very moment, so we're going to just get it off the map here. Let's save. Now this. I suppose the real question is, what do we want to make the color for the restaurant? Adding pipes and stuff too. We could do that too. Some air vents and things on this side. We could do that. You know what I would like to see, though? What would be really cool? I wonder if if they never really thought about that. I wonder if they have it. It would probably be in installations if there was one. I feel like it'd be really cool if they had a drain pipe or like a rain gutter or a rain catcher. So like on a normal house, you could do a rain gutter, but for bigger, more corporate like buildings like these, they should have an option to put like a drain spout. Because on like a lot of buildings here, there's like a drain spout that brings water from the roof line out of pipes on the side of the building. I think they should have some like that. Because I would add that to this building if I could. Got some AC units and other stuff. I wish... These aren't quite as big as I would like, but something like that on the edge too would work. Let's take a look again. Problem with this one, taking the pipe work up top, we could give it like a little spout and stuff. On there. I can't reach up there. You know what we need? It's a great idea, Ills, by the way. Pipes. Is that all the way up there? No, it is. That'd be crazy to make the pipes this color. Problem is, I think this is the same color as that, so let's try to make these different than the surrounding wall here. Got some pipes. Trying to think what else. We should be putting the pipes on the other side too. Well, I guess that side is busy enough, isn't it? We will add some lights on the walls as well, walking into that little alcove tunnel there. Yeah, this feels okay over here. And we have a light for the warehouse and all that. This feels like just enough out here. I don't want to do too much. This is going to change. We'll add some kind of lights up to here. We can make this more arched as well. I might carry the light features out here. With this game, if you add too many lights, it's not a fan. We could put the potted plants right here, though. Just like on this other side. It's a little bit of a tighter spot, but it'll still work. We made sure it was even. Kind of, sort of. I need to readjust these plants. Gotta look at them from the side as well as from the front, you know? The issue is I just don't want them to go through the wall. They usually do, though. Try to get the side that isn't as stringy through there. Okay. Back to this. I'm thinking we go black brick, you guys. Let's pave the top real quick, because I know it's naked. Oh, they actually, never mind. They paved the top of this. I'm kind of surprised. Sometimes they don't do, like, little finishes like that. To the top of this, though. Thank you for letting me up here, game. Oh, don't fall. Hold on. Nice. We're not going to see the back of that ever again, so we'll just cover it. We'll get the top of that once we do the rest. I'm up on this. Not high enough. Okay. This guy. Our tile looks crazy, by the way. Don't mind me. It's already fine. I'm gonna delete these because we're gonna get new lights. Leaving this in here for now, because we could make some type of a little wall where there is some kind of a trash can that they would eventually need to take. Pave the rest of this. We'll leave some garden space. Actually, this is enough to probably just do something tiny, but this needs to get covered. This needs to get covered. This. The rest of this might actually be, we could do crawling vines as well. I'm getting more and more thoughts of just doing the pergola. That would be crazy to move that stuff around like that. We only need one of these signs. If we were to... We're gonna do that little side part we were talking about. Let's get this real quick. There's no way to sell the leaves. It's just as is, you know? I suppose in our imaginations we could say they have their trash on the other side, street side, but... gotta go somewhere. And then we'll add... Can I just do that and then add a fence? Or a gate? Problem is, the gate part's not, We're not giving this enough space, but we could also just leave it like this. Is that just something where this can go? We could add a bush or something else. Or we just pick another wall that isn't as uncooperative as this one. How far out does this one go? I wonder. The whole freaking length? Ugh. A fence gate? Oh, it's like a little short gate. Okay. I didn't know they had that there. It's a wall panel. Let's try the other one up top. Fence gate. I thought one of these had a lot shorter of a space to go. Maybe this is the shortest one. How far would this go if I chose this instead? Still not a good plan. I don't know. Maybe we'll be scratching this. It's not quite going the way I was thinking. Or we could just put the trash cans back here too. That works as well. Feel as if we should make a proper porch section. We gotta work through the ideas. Sell these. I want to make this a little bit smaller. Or bigger, I mean. Feels a little claustrophobic. It would feel dangerous if we didn't. And there'd be a step down. We finished the pattern around that. It wouldn't be bad to put the food area on its own platform. Well, maybe not, because we want it to still match with the roof line when we get the pillars up. So actually, let's just make it a smaller step down here. Let's get rid of this. I will apparently need a lawnmower again. Get rid of this little guy here. Nobody wants that. I want to add plants here if we're going to keep this open. Maybe at these we'll add like little footers around these. This one just a smidge bigger. Oh. Nah, we'll just make it work. Let's repave this too so we're not looking at it too crazy. We also could consider doing a different patio porch for the restaurant. Just for the outside of this. I know this looks crazy right now. What other patio could we use? What other stuff could we do? If we did this, but we did a different cut. That looks insane. This looks insane like this. It's a little too, two-dimensionally, I think. We could also just do terracotta, too. Broom finish concrete. Old concrete. I also had a thought. If we're already building a pergola, we could just do wood. And I might have to do some swatches. I want to see what everything would look like. I do want it to be in a cool, like, pattern. I think that would match, like, the aesthetic of the other building, be a little more geometric. I'm kind of tempted to do this because this looks like a patio to me. Let's do mid real quick. We gotta see what this all looks like. I love how it's already nighttime already. That's kind of crazy. And then we can do like planter retaining walls and stuff with our... where our chairs and stuff are at. To like separate the restaurant side from if someone just walks in to go into the building here. I'm misplacing which one I want to be messing with here. Plus with the vining plants in the background, they would look really cool too. Redo that. Oh, right there. I'm not against this. I might want to make this, because like I said, we're going to make like a higher planter across this little line here. There will be seats. It'll have like the pergola that goes across, vining plants in the background. Let's imagine that real quick. So if we did... How far is this across? It's 23. So let's do 12 and 12. Well, no, we still need a space. Let's do 8 and 8. So I want to make a walk path leaving if you want to do that. Let's do like maybe this high for now. Let's try this, and then we'll make our planter be the two that are missing there. Oop, a little too tall there. Just a little guy. There we go. So our other issue is we're going to run into putting... No, it'll just have to be that. Let's put it up. Not too high. We might need to pave this. Well, let's actually finish this. We're gonna keep it in the rest of this, because I do like this style of rock we got going on. We'll just do double Z right here. I think we can just make this all one color. Don't need the divider here. Of course, the trash can is like right here. Right there. Crazy how it almost looks like it let us put that all the way back there. Should I put it out to here too? We'll just separate it, Alright, and then if we do this, we can put a planter there. Set up the pergola part. I might want to scoot this over, so that way we can complete this wall. Yep. I might actually need to bring it in one more. Let's do one more. I'm just gonna forever keep scooting this over. I think it needs to be like right here. Real talk. Because then I can actually make it its own step up and then separate that other piece that I'm not digging right now. Alright. Can we break this? Nope, just that one. Good thing I didn't get rid of you. Okay. There, then all the rest of this walk path is fine. We can add a bench. There's some trash cans right there. I might scoot this over. I feel like you should have multiple entrances and exits from here. We'll just build the whole wall and then destroy where we think we want it. It's easier than to go back and forth. I want to be kind of even with the door a little bit. So it'll probably be as close as it's going to get here. And then maybe this one. Yeah, that's probably as close as it's going to get. Doesn't have to be too big. We have so much stuff here. Oh, just got bright. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed. Pergola time, and then plants, and we can decide if this is what we want to keep here. Should put our bed inside. It feels so, like, cold in here. I feel like this would be the coldest place ever. That would be insane if that's what that did, but I'm overthinking it. Probably this way first, and it has to be out of the way of the roof line. Might make it a little taller than the roof, or just like right at the roof. I want it to be nice and tall. Okay, so now if we did that, we'll need a couple of these. How many? I don't know yet. I may have made the other one too tall. Maybe one notch lower for this other side. Just a smidge. There we go. And we could actually... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Copy it over here. I might actually need my flashlight. It needs to be right here. Can we make it work? Yes. Might want to make that in a little further. We'll see. I'll grab this to do this other side. If we went this route... could put it on top of this. It's not out of the realm of possibilities. And then we need to resize this. I think that is correct. Did I make these face the wrong way? No, those are right. We're fine. And then we add some of those other pillars right here. Or better yet, singular ones. I can maybe just do another one right here. Maybe we should do... It's gotta be able to go across multiple rungs. So let's maybe do... So 10 about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Might be too much. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It might not work. Let's delete this empty box. Let's move this out of the way. Everything's in the way. This will be interesting. I can feel it in my bones. I don't usually make pergolas, so... I'll have to remove these back here. Also, if the pillar's in the way, we might be in trouble too. Actually, this could work. That's doesn't look like it's the same size, but we'll go with it as we see fit here. We'll have to do some middle ones and then do our feature across the side. So let's do this. Not like all of them, but maybe every couple of them. Doesn't that look even? It's not? I think it is. Just, it's deceptive. Let's do just like every other. So let's do this one. Gotta see where I'm going with this. Maybe we'll skip these two. Because then at least we have like a middle support, and then we will lay beams across the top, and that won't matter because the beams will still lay on top of the beams. You'll see. I did this for one other build that we had, the summer house one, so I've done it before. It's just really tricky to do. No, yeah. For right now, we'll see what this looks like with just a couple of the beams. We will need these to carry them across anyway. We're gonna have to move them all across this whole thing, but no matter what, it is unfortunately one of those physic items that they don't like us just putting things on things on things. That is not what this game likes. It has to have something it needs to sit on, which is annoying sometimes. I think we could go into the wall with this one. I think we should overlap it a bit. This one was, in fact, not the right size. That's fine. There we go. We'll let it overlap a little bit. And then pray for me as we put these other things on here. And hopefully it jives with what we're trying to do. Including, like, the mini ones, too. Like, you have to set up, like, a micro pillar thing. It's fun. We love all that. We love all of this. See if it'll just let me walk across these. Oh yeah, let's make that a little closer. Try to balance on this. It might not let me change it while I'm on it. Nope. Absolutely not. It's okay. Okay. Back to business. This on there. Thank you. Oh, this needs to be pushed back more. I see. Hold on. It should let me still do it like this. Let's be back just one. Nice. All right. Go in there. We might also need to consider leaving spaces when we do the in-between beams as well. Maybe we should do that, actually, now that I'm seeing this. Well, we can still carry that across. It's not a big deal, but we could do a couple of these. Well, no, it'll still hold up. It's gonna look crazy, but we've seen it done before. Alright, bros are set up here. We will need a random ass beam right here. Doesn't really matter which one, just one right here. Oh my gosh, we gotta move this around. Gotta move everything. Now when we do this, it should let me delete that. Unless something has changed. Actually, well, let me push this through here. I've never tried that. Oh, it will, dude. Okay, I did not know it let me put the beams through like that, if I'm being real with you. I feel like that's gonna be a good way to break this game if we put them all through, but that's kind of what we had planned. We could also still stack some on top, like, intermittently to be just a teeny bit longer than these. Let's mess with it. Alright. What spacing do we want to do? Like a fair amount of spacing. I still like the thought. Let's set up our other beams here, and then we can go from there. How are you letting me do that? Just, yep, like this. Right there. It wasn't tall enough. Oh Lord, it wasn't tall enough. That means the other one's not tall enough either. This is a process, guys. Sorry. It's gonna take a minute. This is what it's all about, though. Right here. Through. And I think we just let that go all the way through this, too. Get this guy. Like 2 central beams, and then we can kind of determine what our middle ones will be, and we'll let those overlap over the top. We might have to put another one on this, to kind of catch this. Let's maybe consider one more, and then lay the rest on top. I kind of wish they had a half beam you could do. Alas, we don't have that. Put it like in between these two, or pretty close between these two. Let's maybe do a couple more. That'd be crazy if they let you actually put lights on these. But when you have like the... I mean, at least the last time I tried to, it wouldn't let me because it had some intersecting things going on. I'll just have to put some of the one rope hangly lights or something. Okay, go into here. You might have to do the in-betweens. Like right here. Move this over a little more. One and two, and then we can do one right here. Just need to be over more. Do one more. It's pretty close. And maybe one more right here. We can delete this now. Alright. Then we can decide on a color. It'll look awesome. Oh, right here. See if we like the shape of everything. Come on. There we go. 6 likes. Thank you, guys. Over there. Over here. This guy. We maybe could have scooted these ones over a smidge, but this area is not exactly well proportioned, so we'll just have to make believe that it kind of matches here. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let's make some cross-hatching going on. Now that I know that it goes through, we could actually just... I'm gonna see what it looks like with it laid on top. Like most like traditional stuff that they build by us, sometimes they just lay the block across. But if we think we want to put it through, we could just put it through as well. So let's still take this. And let's do... trying to think what's best here. We could maybe fit 4 in between each of these. We don't want to make it too close to the wall because some parts of this might interrupt with our vining stuff we want to do. I should be able to do all these right here, so let's just do that now. 3, 4, actually we do 5. Let's do 5 across. Let's see what we like. I just realized I need to push these back, but I shouldn't need this again, so let's move this real quick. Well, I will to get up here, but not inside of this area. Freaking lawnmower and stuff everywhere. Okay. We do this. We push this back one. Actually, I might need to push it back even more because I need to be able to put the brick on there. It should let me still do this. We're fine. Just enough. Oh, and then we could also delete these. I mean... yeah. Delete these. I was trying to think if we needed those again. I don't think we do. We just gotta worry about what goes across now. Oh, darn this thing. Man, it better fit right there. Seems a little close. We could scoot this over one. It's gonna be kind of a little wonky. Okay. I have a feeling this isn't gonna let me do this quite like how I want to. I do want to see what it looks like with just the ones on top here. I've done it this way to make like a pergola type thing. Because like I said, where we're at, they would just build it like this and build it across and then maybe do one cross hatch this way too. In fact, let's do that actually. The fact that I can't put that through is ridiculous. There we go. I don't know, I might just lay them on top, guys. And that looks fine. That looks pretty sweet to me. It's got a little spot sticking out. It'll have the rest that way. In some parts of this, I wish there was a half beam. And I don't mean just like the brick. I want to just be able to, you know, do it the way I want to do. If we leave the floors lighter and the top beams lighter, I'm not mad about these being this darker wood. It kind of looks interesting. Alright, let's just try not to fall this time. Please. As I do my best to fall. Good thing we actually set these beams up, because then I kind of know how far or close we need to be. These last two beams won't be perfect. And then we'll add one more fat beam across this. Give it that edge on the back. Don't want it to be uneven. Legit. We got a pergola set up. Let's keep that just in case. I should not need this again. What is this? Oh, we can sell these. Alright, there it is, guys. Pergola. We'll add some vines on the wall. Are these all perfectly across? They were, right? Well, actually... No, yeah, they are. Cool. Use the Funko brick to make our vine section. The thing is, I mean, this should be enough. 2 blocks is enough to add the vines, right? That shouldn't be a problem. Let's double check and see how big the hitbox is here. Probably just use one of these or these. Yeah, it's 1 box. What if we wanted to do the big one? It's actually almost thinner. It's like half one, but I think that's a little much. We'll just do these. I think I'll be able to fit 3 or 4 across, and then we can use some of the other funky vine pieces to bring that in there. And then if we add... Have to be exactly 2. We could also do this as well. Oh boy. That's crazy. We could always paint this black, though. We're gonna break this game. I'm fine with it going through here because I want the planter to go all the way to here if we can make that work. I'm gonna tuck it in this way if it lets me. Let me put you here. Oh, yes. Actually, did I save paint on there? I did. Oh, right. I have to actually physically change it, huh? If I did the black wood... what about just black? It won't let me move it in this. So what if I know we just did this, but the game's already wonky enough. I don't want to give it any more reason to say, hey, you're doing too much here. Hey, DJ, how are you? How's it going? I suppose we'll make this the same size as this. And then we copy... Yeah, because I cemented that. Could I put my little Rockies in here? Where are my little Rockies? I'd have to seal it. Can I do that with stuff already here? Just across? Yes. Nice. Alright. Hopefully I didn't mess this up. 2. Oh, man. Clean. Alright, perfect. No weird measurements, and we should just be able to put these puppies right in here. And I think we use the wider leaf ones. Might even be able to stick some other flowers around these. Doing good, just uploaded the sneak peek video last night. After some issues with the stream. What happened with the stream? This will work. Alright. We will mess with the tangly parts in a second. Let's just get this part done. And luckily, us just going a little over is totally cool. The game does not seem mad about that in the slightest, so I will take that as a win. This tall, right? Oh, I just realized this isn't as tall as the rest of this. I think it needs to be this. Let's fix this one. There we go. My bad. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's what we want. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, DJ. That sucks. See if it lets me buy the other one. Copy it, I mean, and move it to this other spot. Nice. And then we change it. Oh, like this. Whoever planted this place, man, they knew what they were doing. Absolute professional. Not to worry, I decided to make a sneak peek as a way to make up for it. I'm sure everyone understands. I wouldn't stress it too much. We'll still put one here. You know, things happen. But I think your little sneak peek thing's a great idea. Because I did like your other little video you had up a bit ago. I thought it was really funny. And I feel like you also got a lot of views from that one too. Just working out a little too well here. All right, unfortunately we can't put this on the back of this if we want the vines. Because I think that's going to impede it. I don't know if it'll let me connect the other stuff to it, so... We're not going to try to make it too much here. Put other plants on the side of this one instead. Do 3 on this one instead of 4. Put 2. And... I suppose 2? Alright, we'll build on the vines. Let's save. We've done a lot of stuff. Knowing my luck, the whole dang thing's gonna fall apart. All the gravel's been placed. Let's take this back. I'm trying to decide... I mean, I don't mind that it looks like that. That's fine. That will be just fine. Let's see if I've made a mistake using the lighter colored ones. For some reason, they don't have a lot of, like, the... loop-de-loop options, like as much as the green and light green ones, I feel. So we might need to switch around to the others. At least ones that don't look like crazy unnatural to me. I don't know, some of these just look a little too crazy, you know? Maybe we'll make this one, like, loop into this one. You kind of just have to do stuff like this to make it make sense. Keep going. These guys are giant, enormous. Can I put it straight into this? No. Partially into this? That looks so weird. Problem is, it like just barely, just barely reaches through. Could do some like this too, so that way it looks like it's reaching a little bit. Almost done. Make some of them like intertwine from this way too. Plant doesn't even know what it wants to do. It just exists and does plant stuff. Okay. What more could we do here? Besides maybe some flowers? Put some flowers right here. Pop this puppy right there. Maybe something right there. Okay, this guy. This guy. Alright, we've got some vines, y'all. Oh, we forgot this middle piece. Let's do that real quick. Must have skipped over that. Did not mean to do that. Poor bro. Did not mean to skip past you here. Okay, a few more. There we go. Ah, we save again. Vines completed. We got like a little trash section. We got a pergola thing set up. I feel like this is a good size for dinner service out here. Maybe like a few... Well, we're gonna have to make the kitchen in here, actually, now that I think about it. We have to make a kitchen. So maybe we make it purely outside? That would be crazy. But maybe it just never rains here, you know? If we do this... If we were to change these to match these... We could copy the one planters and make this, like, black wood on the bottom. We could always change it back. Which one is this right now? Brazilian walnut? Okay. Gotta see what these look like. I mean, we did go white furniture inside, too, so maybe doing lighter for this, darker at the bottom for this would kind of give it a bit of a balance. It'll make it a little more weighted at the bottom. That's the word I'm looking for. The word is weighted. We're gonna try this, and let's do that. I think in panels. Planks, excuse me. We could also put some kind of little plants down here, too. I think as long as the plant's small enough, we could fit it there. Make like a micro thing up top. Let me think about that. I think I'm liking that, and then we can add some lights right here. I might put plants on top of these, so I'm not really too concerned about the shape or which way it's going right now. Oh, I guess I missed a spot there. Okay. Take this over here again. So there's white to this. I mean, we could carry the white to this wall too. Let's see what that looks like real quick. That way it like ties in with this building a little bit, but we don't make this like all black. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll still make it look really modern. And then we add some kind of a proper doorway here. Oh. Give it a second. Okay. Just give it a second. It's thinking about stuff, you know? Thinking about life and computer stuff, I'm sure. We do gotta make this platform. We've resurfaced too many things, and the game is not a fan of the resurfacing. Is this empty? I'm stuck. I'm stuck with too much stuff here. We probably aren't gonna need these again this moment. We can always take those back, or this. We'll see about that. Let's leave it like that for the time being. This. Probably could just get away with doing this. Easy to see, not too hard to step on. Could also bring this back a bit again. I know we wanted to make it even with the door, but we can maybe bring it back too, so it's not so out here. You really just need a small step, right? Got rid of my lawnmower again. Okay. If we do that... Dare I say we just keep these? We could do a more modern take for the windows as well. We're using this for the front door right now. And also it's like a perfect fit. If we tried to, for this sake, we could do this so it opens out wide. Yeah, I think we do that. And also I really love the balcony door because it's just seamless and it actually like separates both rooms. Okay. Holy cow, we've done a lot. We did these lights. Maybe we carry these to our beams. Again, I don't remember if it lets you actually hang them on this or not. Let's see. We could put a light right here. We might have to, fortunately in this it doesn't let you do the regular middle one, but... because I'd be placing this in the middle better. Oh, it does, dude. Okay, I did not know it would let me do that, so that's really nice. Alright, let's even this out a little better. It's like right here is like really the middle of the wall. This one. There. And then we'll add a bench. A trash can. Actually, we already have the one in oak. We could just do the rest in black to match this. Let's go copy the trash cans real quick. Oh my gosh, please stop picking this. Having a trash can here would probably be good to do. I said, you never know when you need to come out and have a smoke or something. Oh, that's not the same wood, though. Hold on. Yellow wood. There we go. And there's a bit of contrast and stuff going on, too. That's why I wasn't sure if I wanted to make that completely part of this, but a little lighter. Do we want to see if we can utilize the board to make some kind of a very small... The only issue I have is it's thin enough that most of the plants take up a whole brick. So what if we did this instead? Let me try something. And will it look too strange? I don't know. We could also just put planters with plants, but I feel like that's taking up space. Let's try this real quick. What should we do? How big are these? So we don't have to do this and all of this, but we could add other plants here to fill this in. I might see if it lets me put the board through all of this as long as the plants are centered. I think it just needs just enough space to be able to, like, attach to something. And then we just put it through parts of the plants. By that, I mean we go through their hitbox. And hopefully it works. It's a little too close to that. And does it look funky going through the panels? A little bit, but let's move this around a little bit. Right here, maybe, instead. We'll give it a little bit of separation. Alright, I really hope this works. I want to be able to put the planter's edges on top of these. If it doesn't, this isn't like the end of the world, but it's not ideal. Aesthetically speaking. One like right here. Do these two. Just place one like right here. Alright, let's place our other plants that we want to do. These guys are fairly large. Can I make this smaller? Ooh, see, this might be our issue with that. How big is this one? It's not awful. I might be able to do that. Let's see. Might be able to do this. All the things we do for these imaginary patrons here. That's a little bit cutting it there, but that go through? No. Okay. Let's see if we can take this existing one. It's got to be on the... Oh, did I take it with me? Take it with me. Ooh, okay. And then if we readjust it again to the edge. Hey, dragon, how's it going? Actually, before we get too far, let's make this the darker gravel. Like the darkest we can make it, so that if there is some kind of a space, then it should be really chill. Of course, now that we've done this, it means we might be in like the worst case scenario doing this to ourselves here. Will that really show through all that much? We should have thought about this a little bit more smartly here. Doing great. That's good to hear. I'm glad your day's been awesome. Keep trying to grab these other plants here. Sorry. Stop snapping the grid. Alright, actually, before we even go any further, can I stretch this through this? I sure can. Oh, man, I think we, I think this is what we want to do, because then we can do this. Sorry, I meant to steal that. Duplicate. Okay, this part will be a little harder. But it lets me put it here, though. I wonder if we start it out from the edge a little bit. Let's see. Let me place this here. Oh, we sure can. I mean, that was kind of my thought process to kind of make this look a little better. I'm not sure if these are the plants, but the palm trees work. These other ones are not it. So let's try to see if I can fit those other taller ones in here. I might have to redo that planter, but that's kind of the idea, because I didn't like just it being plain, you know? Or just straight up on top of this, so... Then it gives the people eating a little bit of privacy from folks walking by. Also, it looks so clean like that. Look at that. It's got like a little build up there. In fact, we could actually maybe lower this a teensy bit. Will it let me copy and paste the size to this? No. No, it will not. There. Then it's not too tall, but it gets the job done. Plants. Other plants that we can put in here. Those are actually kind of interesting too. Oh, we could do a bunch of these. They will let me put these in here, which is a miracle. We do this. What's our next tallest plant that we could do to shield? How tall is this? Not tall enough. What's next? The Dracana is actually fairly thin. Maybe we do something like that. I don't know, just a little bit of pop of color in there. Let's build the rest of the planter pieces, and then we'll go from here. We will go from here. I'm thinking we just straight up set this up like this. And we stretch it all the way across. Let's do that. This little piece should actually fit pretty perfect right here. Same with this one. And this one. And this one. Let's change them. Take these other ones real quick. Nice. Oh, I did forget one over here. Guess we should duplicate this guy. work out the back end. Oh, right there. Does this look completed? Like I said, I don't necessarily mind that that doesn't close off anywhere. I think that's chill. This is its own thing. I'm not gonna... Well, should we? What other little plant could I put right here that wouldn't intersect with that? We'll just leave it like this. Alright, let's copy our other plants here. I think I'll put one right here too. Or I'll scoot the palm over and we'll treat it like this one, and then we'll make this on its own. We might be able to insert a couple other ones too. Little red dudes. Oh, we were gonna scoot this over a little bit. Oh, don't be weird. Just work. Thank goodness for thinner ranged plants here. Put this puppy right here. There. Oh boy. Just fit right here. Guess that is a lot of red, but I'm chill with it. Doublesies. Save. That's a lot of stuff. Once again, we're getting in the territory of putting like too many things in here. Alright, pergola, all that's done. Do we want to attach these kind of lights, or do we want to make them dangly lights? Because now that I see it'll let me do this, I believe it'll still let me dangle them from the beam. We could also just do LED as well. We're pretty much working from the inside out. I don't know what the rest of the restaurant's gonna look like. We're gonna set up the patio first, and we'll go from there. Well, let me put this here. It would. Maybe we just do a few LED lights instead of lights. And we just do them like at the bottom of this. Maybe every other one? Let's try it. It is not like that we fused all these things together. Doesn't like it one bit. Let's give the restaurant its own light switch. I don't know where we want to put this at. I gotta build out a wall for a kitchen. We gotta make a kitchen. So maybe we make the entry here. So like we have a guest, like someone to greet someone here. A small kitchen. Maybe. I don't know. It's just gonna go right there for now. So we don't break anything. Let's actually adjust this, because I know this is gonna be pretty bright. let's maybe warm these up just a little bit. Let's do like, honestly, 30% might actually be enough. Let's see how bright these are. Okay, and then we connect them. Drop to save. Oh, it's shining like diamonds. I think this could work. It's not nighttime yet, so we'll turn this on when it's nighttime. We'll keep it off for now. I guess this will be a fancier restaurant than this, so we need to... See, this makes me so sad that we can't write on the walls like this. It's so cool. Let's get rid of all of this stuff because we are gonna have to build a kitchen real quick. Quite possibly both of these. The other beams could stay. Right, a kitchen. A kitchen. Smallest kitchen in the world. We could make the beams go the other way if we wanted to. We'd have to climb on the roof for that as well. I mean, let's take a look at this. You would have room for 2 stoves, a sink, and maybe like a work table here. That's plenty of space. That's crazy, by the way. No, well, yeah, we sold our ladder out there, huh? We'll have to climb on this roof to complete this thing we're doing. That probably goes through the roof. Okay. Oh, nope. So if we do this... Oh, not too tall. Let's try that. And then we'll only have to bring a couple of them. We'll redesign the beams. Okay. Ladder? Nope. That's what I get for selling it. That we would in fact need this. I'd love to have debris stuff like that I could like purposely lay around. Dang, this is looking really nice, you guys. This is looking real nice. Okay. Other side is chill. That kitchen's crazy. Trying to think if we put this here. Like I said, we could have stoves or whatever, sink, prep tables, and then they can take the food out. We could maybe fit a couple seats in here. I don't know, I'm kind of considering it. I'm actually going to change this white. Make the adjacent part of this stuff white instead. We don't want that. Let's make the beams of these a certain color and make them wood. Or at least the one part wood. Technically that would make this a part of that, but if we're going lighter, I think we should. Without anything. I'm just curious. Let's see. I might need to cover these. It won't let me grab this, so I'm not even going to stress it. We need this to be something. Full size, and for it to go up, I think it needs to be actually this way. I never remember. Yes. Wait, no. Other way. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, or not. Nope. Oh my gosh, it all looks the same to me sometimes. It was this one. It's because it's so big. Should we just make them smaller? What if I did one size down? Double panels? Would that look better? Yeah, maybe we do something like that. And then even a further step down, because how, only be long ways, I think. Across the door, and then we put the other doors on that. They're gonna charge you way too much money at this restaurant, you guys. That's all I know. They gotta make their money back after all the renovations they're doing. Too many renovations going on. Now I know what it's gonna do. I'm not mad at these windows. They're actually kind of interesting. We'll have to make this one, though. 1 and 1, because the balcony door is a little smaller. They were just kind of making this an opening. We're going to enclose this a little bit. I don't know, maybe we don't want those. I might change the windows. We'll see. We gotta add them to this side, too. Let's copy this. This should fit evenly, right? Oh, it's just one off, huh? Oh, those windows aren't all the way to the edge. I know how they did this. I need the other thing to be even, so we gotta rework this here. I might just seal the whole wall and we'll just position the door, you know? Yeah, let's maybe just do that. You can already kind of see where it once was. Let's maybe move this. Sell that. Go back to this. I mean, if we're also going to make the greeting door from here, maybe we make it actually more skewed. Hear me out, because then we can make this other wall through the door a feature wall, and then we could add other seats in here. Yeah, let's maybe do that. Like, I almost want this just to be seen from here. Let me see. Have a greeting desk right here with seats to wait. Table here, and maybe a table over here. So that way there is some indoor seating, maybe even a micro table here. If that were the case, we could also scoot this over. Or we could have the entry to the kitchen right here instead of over here, so that we could utilize some other space here. Maybe? I mean, this isn't crazier than most restaurants that we've worked on, but this would give us indoor seating if we did that. Outdoor seating, a seat right here. Seats to wait. And we could also still put a bench out here for people to wait too, with plants. Did I save more of this? I do not have any. What is this? Oh, that's for the roof line. And this one I might want to do... No, we kind of made that to match this, but this is a bit of a different vibe. So let's actually... I know this is going to sound crazy, but can I... Should we wrap it in this? 7 likes. Thank you, guys. It definitely needs to be the other way. Let's make it the biggest one. You can always change it. This isn't permanent, but I do want to kind of just see what this looks like. Oh, we're keeping it. That's it. Decided. Because then we can still do the white with the black underneath. So it still has like the black and white theme to fit with the block here. Oh, I just thought about the perfect name for this place. Okay. Wait until you guys see what it is. But let's do this. It's very minimalistic, for sure. This is probably the most, like, straightforward, minimalist thing I've ever designed, ever. It's not something I would usually do. But, once we add the writing up here for the name of the restaurant and stuff, I think it'll make a lot of sense. I know you guys don't see it yet, but... Or maybe don't agree with it. I know for some this might be kind of boring. We usually do some color and other stuff, but I think it should just be chill. And then we add our other windows back in. We do the name of the restaurant up top. Give it a sign. I might carry the black to this archway, but... We gotta keep messing with stuff. It's all an experiment. We don't have to worry about the side of the building, because I can't reach it. I love how there's owls. Oh, yes. I shouldn't need this right now. Just place that, I don't know, here? Okay, windows. And then, restaurant name. I think I'm gonna sell this one. Make it the same as our other ones here. We can move the light switch now that we have a proper wall for it. We'll put this behind the counter of this thing here. Because you have to remember, this was all probably made by the same builder, so I feel like the theme and other stuff would be pretty similar to what we've already done for the rest of the building. Except with these, instead, we're going to make them white. And we will still keep the beams. Not as high, though. See how far... Like, if we go from here, how high can we make this? We could also make it stacked, too. Actually, seeing the beams like that kind of looks cool, too. Sort of need to rework those still. Actually, does this other side really need the, other things there? It maybe doesn't. Once we add the sign, let's see. These are the smaller ones, right? But that'll be big enough for this. Let's put this in black. Material. Yeah, it needs to be that. It's way darker. Believe me, you guys, when you see this with a name like this and what this building looks like, you absolutely are overpaying. Gotta put it down just low enough to put a light. Just like this arcade entertainment building is also going to be grossly expensive. I have to realign these, but if we're making one called the block, let's make this called the chop, right? I think that just makes the most sense. We could use the giant lettering too, but it's a little too much, I think. We might want to relabel this, like, to make it leaning a little different, but maybe, like, slightly tilted. You gotta be able to see it from here. Let's scoot it over. I'm sure there's already a restaurant called this. Please don't, come to get me. Oh my gosh. I feel like the C doesn't match aesthetically with that. Yes, it kind of does. And instead of using the bigger overhead light, we can just use the littler one. Like 2 of these guys. Not as bright. Do 50-ish. Right here and like right here. And let's see if that lights that up good enough. Let's delete these real quick, because that's not where I want that. The block and the chop. Let's go this over a smidge. Oh yes, Overspin City, you're welcome. The block, take the kids, mess around, eat before, do whatever, but there it is, the chop. The chop. Hey DJ. Salsa, how's it going? So we're still at the auction house. We just did the parking lot a while ago. We're now working on the restaurant attached to this building. We're calling it the Chop. We made like a little pergola eating area. And probably gonna keep this pretty minimal here. Finish the outside of this, kind of added some extra light features to give it some dimension here. And what else did we do? We added plants. Oh, we did, now that it's getting dark, you guys can all see a little better. We added a light feature on the tower, so it's a little more lit up there. And then we put some like angular light features here so that it looks kind of aesthetically the same as this side where we did this. Little light thing to advertise. Oh, we call it Tafferts. You know what? Even you know, we'll change this to the chop. It's got to stay the chop. I didn't realize, I forgot that I did that. It's okay. I might need my ladder for this. I had absolutely forgotten that I named this already. Needs to be white. Move down just a little bit. Thank you, DJ. I appreciate that. We haven't even gone inside yet. we have not even gotten to inside the building yet, minus making some rooms happen and cleaning it up a little bit, you know? So we still got a lot to do. I think this needs to go up a little bit. It's hard to tell. I think that's the middle, or is this the middle? I'm on the car. Am I making this even? That part looks even. Can I go right here? Nice. The chop. That still looks fine like that, too. Let's climb on this again. This needs to be over maybe just a little bit. So sometimes it feels good with some of the spacing, but then other letters don't seem quite right not together. So now the P looks too close. Ah, whatever. The chop. The chop. Chippity chop. Iron Lung did so well in the box office that it destroyed. Yeah, that's what I was reading. At least money-wise, it's in its first weekend, it's doing better than most movies that have been out for a while now. Most certainly the case. Do I still have this as black paint? I do. I don't know if I want to keep this like this, but my thought was we could use that one feature that we've got. Wall feature that'll kind of make this look really cool. I'll show you. And it kind of goes with the aesthetic of what we're doing with this building here. This looks insane. I need my paint again. Well, I think a lot of it is they also rely heavily on a lot of remakes and whatever, and they need to start making some stuff that's actually like its own IP of stuff. And they have, and guess what? A lot of those movies were successful, but yet they're still trying to carry these other movies like, you know, they weren't already made well the first time, you know? So like I think they had like that Sinners movie and all kinds of stuff that did incredibly well. But yet, we're here with, you know, like they're trying to redo Wuthering Heights, and it's like, come on. Why are we doing that? Why are we doing this? We're gonna have to redo the whole beam. I still kind of really like the beams being there, so we'll just make new ones. Besides, it needs to be pushed back a little bit so it's not against the wall. Is this on? Oh, we can see if this is lit up enough. I mean, it's chill. I think we keep this like this. If we make it any brighter, I think it would look too much. Let's see. Maybe lighten it up a little bit. And what if we did... Let's try 50. There we go. It's just slightly brighter. Working on a hotel. Nice. Like a sandbox, like a custom property, or are you doing one of the quest houses but flipping it? Might need my light on for this, and we might also need... This other ladder might be too big for in here, maybe? Can I put this in here? I can. Alright, let's add some new beams real quick. How high do we want these beams? I think the original one was right here. Is that good? Can I see this through the window? We'll go high ceilings, and we might also want to hang some lights off of these too. I'll have to see how far through that goes. Of course, we had to make the wall black, didn't we? Oh boy. Where was this at? It doesn't look like it went through the roof or anything, so I guess that's good. Flipping one of the houses. Okay, nice. I'll need to get a thing in here. One of these. If we do... Maybe do 2. Like I said, in case we need some lights in here. Put the beams, like, right here. And then let's make one, right here. Oh yeah, I guess we should make this taller. Make this a little bit taller. Oh, or we can't have it with that on it. Very well then. Yeah, a lot of those companies and stuff have people in their back pocket to kind of make those type of things happen. So... As a new creator, producer, whoever you want to call yourself, you've got to, can't tell if it's even or not. Actually, I guess I could just hover this under this. Is this even? Yeah, I guess it is. I maybe should have just done this the first time. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking, but... we'll just try that out. I will need to move this, though. Oh boy. It's getting a little crowded in here. Oh. Turn it around like this. Please say yes. Can this fit? Let's try the other one. Might still be a bit too tall for me to see. Let's see. Oh no, perfect. Alright. Back in business. Let's do that. Just in the wall. You can barely tell what the heck's going on here. No, yeah, it's a conversation that a lot more people should have, but I think everyone is so used to, like, wanting to see their celebrity in a movie and stuff like that, too, that it's hard for them to, conceptualize doing newer movies and stuff, too, which hurts small-time producers, right? Like, you know, if it's not under a certain IP or other stuff, then you do have, like, a mainstream crowd of people that, that if they're not familiar with what's going on, then they like don't want to go watch it either. So I can see where it can get a bit frustrating for creators, you know what I mean? Okay. Big windows. We've got beams. We could put lights on. We need, we can actually keep the butcher, like the black and white counter here. Flooring. We just add one here. Ooh. Let's change this back. One down. And this way. Okay. Yeah, I think this looks awesome. Will I need these things ever again? I think the only thing I could consider is maybe covering this in the cement edging. But I also kind of think it looks fine like that. I think we sell them, you guys. I mean, if we mess with anything else out here, I will probably need those again. We won't need this right now. I don't know if I'm going to use this right this moment. Or this. This. Or this right now. Alright, let's get that feature while I was talking about on here. I think it'll look really cool. And we gotta decide what the rest of this restaurant color is gonna be. Yeah, varieties of genre. I agreed. You know, a sci-fi movie that wasn't attached to, you know, like an Alien versus Predator type movie, or, you know, they just made something to make something, to try it. Let's maybe save again. All right. With that, I think there'd be space. Let's take one of these two and put it on this side of the retaining wall here. Then someone could chill here if they're waiting for restaurant as well. And there's still room in this porthole to walk through. We could add another one of these as well. Okay. Okay. Now this is written on, so can I change this to be something else without it being... Because I do still like the thought of having this here. Scoot this a little closer, and let's move this, more, make this a little more tidy here. It's already almost the exact color we need it to be. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna need the freaking ladder again. Oh, and here I thought, no, don't change anything. Just buy it. Did it change it? Yes, it did. Let's maybe work our way across here. So if we put this on the edge. Up. Might need to move this over here. Hey, Sir Egbert, how are you? An excellent choice, thank you. DJ, for real, I had this idea for a story about how a princess ends up in a tower that belongs to a wizard, spending years and learning magic only to break out and enact vengeance on the people who did it. Yeah. You gotta, all of you small-time story writers out there, you guys gotta do it and put yourself out there and see what bites, right? And by bites, I mean, you know, submit your ideas to, you know, places and see if they'll produce it for you, right? I always think that that's, I mean, just like with other art too, you gotta just put yourself out there, you know? I meant to adjust this one too. Alright, let's keep on keeping on. How many of these can I fit right here? Let's just assign it first before we get too ahead of ourselves. So how close did I do that one? I gave it a space, right? I might be able to scoot it over a little bit. Sorry, guys. Someone's trying to freaking call me. 8 likes, thank you guys. Oh my gosh, get up here. Stop it, just climb on the ladder, you fool. Sorry, this will be a little tedious, you guys. And maybe... Oh, I just realized it went through the beam. I forgot the beam was against the wall. Is that why it wasn't letting me scoot him over? You know what? It's fine. I'll just leave it like that. Okay. Freaking spam numbers, you guys. Incredible. Also, 8 likes. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. No, the spacing is right. We're doing fine. Now, the real question is, should I have started from the other side? Probably. watch. It's just like up into the, through the roofs. Through the freaking roof, right? Oh. Let's maybe bring it down a smidge. Isn't me quite that tall. Alright, please let the spacing be okay on this. I mean, a slight difference there, but it's not the end of the world, because unfortunately, because of this, I can't really, like, fix this. I mean, I could. Sorry, this is gonna take a second, you guys. There. Okay. Some part of this is not going to match. Alright, and let's grab one more. Yeah, that really doesn't save me much room for error there. Part of that is just gonna have to be a slight bigger of a space. Just, I want this to be able to match with the door, so it's gonna stay like that. We won't sell our ladder this time. Let's space these first. Kind of similar with this one. We're gonna have a bit of a funky space. Let's resell this. And then we can't make this all the way to the wall. My mind is scrambled. Wade, how are you? Or should I say welcome back? You were here not too long ago. Is it because of the design, Wade? Is it too much? Oh wait, I should probably move this closer. I feel like it's awesome. It's one of those minimalist vibes, you know what I'm talking about? And you're gonna pay a lot of money to eat here, Wade. Like, a lot of money. Oh, for Sir Egbert. Gotcha. I understand. Nice. Okay, so then if we did this, let's do the other side. We'll space them out this time, instead of just assuming they're going to fit. Except for this one, we want this to be on the edge. See, that part's always too close. It needs to be like that. I really wish you could, like, actually put these really close together, but it doesn't work that way either. There's always a space. Which is a bummer. See what I mean? Like, you can't, like, make it closer or not closer. Literally can't see. Might not even need this. We will absolutely go through the beam for this. All the sacrifices must be made. Oh boy, almost. This is for art, you guys. Totally for art, okay? How are we already at 3 hours? No. Cannot be. Literally is like a hut inside of a hut. It's perfect. Okay, so we've got that. The outside is completely white. I'm not against just doing some of the walls black and white still. Our ceiling is already black, so what if we just painted it white in here? Do I have white paint already? I do not. Let's test it. Do the old paint test. Remember, this is minimal vibe we're going with, right? I could add windows on this wall as well, so it feels less like there's just nothing here, but we're also going to add art too. It's not going to be on its own, you know? The rest of the tile's too much. It's got to go. Ooh, you know what would be cool? We can make the rest of the, we can make the tables the darker wood that we were liking. That would match with this too. Would match quite nicely. Did not even see that light switch here. Don't need that. Go with this. We can see just enough in here. Why burn our eyes doing it, you know? I'm not against what we're seeing here. Nice. Kitchen. Maybe? We're still gonna add the backs, like the back part and backsplash. That's the word I'm looking for. Love sitting on that vocabulary, you know? Okay, I'll buy another one of these. Oh my gosh, our painting is like going crazy right now. And I'd like to finish the restaurant at least, but kind of getting a bit on time here. Of course. One more. There we go. Did I miss any spots? Doesn't look like that. Apparently multiple light switches in here. Alright, let's decide. I think this is looking really good. I need to decide if those are empty anyway. Do I want to put the wood, Actually, I really should have carried that from the back, huh? Let's do that real quick. Maybe that's why it feels so strange. Go the other side too. Well, I suppose the rest of the building doesn't really have this going on, but... sort of feels as if it does. I'm trying to think if I want to add it to this side or not. It would kind of make like a border. You know, I guess we will. We'll add this. But of course, I just got rid of the flooring, right? Because we did it at the exit. Yeah. Alright. Like, we did it at least out to the planter. Cool. That feels better. I think it needed this here. It completes both sides. Alright, well, I need this again. I think up to the restaurant, it doesn't need one, because that's what the restaurant's for, kind of like... And we also don't have it here either, but... I think we're done with it. We're done with it. Out here has lights. We need some lights for in here. What should we do? We could do some kind of like a nicer light up front and then these other lights for further out. This is already black and white. There's like an entry into the door. Big ass orb up there. Seating. We could probably fit 2 tables here. And maybe one bigger table right here. So let's perhaps do... I wish they had micro orbs of these. I think we do these ones. And it already kind of matches for this, so we'll leave it there. I don't know what kind of table is going to be here, but we'll put this here. Probably a lower level circular table. I should have just copy and pasted this, because this will go above the tables here. These might be a little too close. Maybe? Let's adjust these. I have a distinct feeling they might be a little too bright. Not bad. I'm digging it. This could work. It's lit up in here. Perhaps we should... I guess once we're done and we shut this out, it doesn't so much matter that the outside is on. Well, I guess it doesn't really need to be on right now. Just shut this off real quick. Look at all the stuff we still have to do. We'll shut off our outside lights. There. Alright, now we got this to feel like we gotta worry about here. And here, I think I just want to do... Are we having light issues? I just shut it off. What is happening here? Stop it. Oh, if only this was a bigger table, this would be perfect for this. Alas, it is not the one we want. This one it is. That's a pretty big table. We could fit a lot of people around that. We're gonna go the darker wood. What was it before? It was Brazilian, right? Can we make the top of this Brazilian? Are these... Those must not be on our other circuit. Maybe I should add those. Is this actually perfect? I think this table might be pretty perfect. Maybe just like a smidge right here. Okay, then if we do that... Chairs... Chairs, chairs, chairs. I, like, never use these, so we're gonna use these. Here we go, fit like a party of 6 in there. Do we like the darker and the red? Yeah, I'm good with that. What other art could we put up here? I know we got the feature wall. Let's set up our other tables too while we're thinking about it. Unfortunately, these might be just a bit too big. Oh, okay, don't freak out. Maybe? I might actually be able to fit these here. Hold on. No. No, we cannot fit these here. We might not be able to utilize these over each one here. It will perhaps not work. It'll have to be a much smaller table like this one. Alas, I did not think about setting these up with the beam here. For tables? Guess it doesn't have to be perfect. she said. Oh my gosh, there's no way. So you know what that tells me? That tells me, so we're not stressing about it, let's just move these to the middle. And we will realign these to be a little taller, and they will just be lights. Right here. Oh, I forgot it doesn't let me do it. Okay, so then if we did that, we could add a regular table here, like one of these, with a chair. Two chairs, be like a couple's table there. We have a square table. But we could also use these too to be our different table, but that's also a big table. We could use these outside. Like right up against this. I should do that on both sides. I might even be able to fit another one. I have to be able to fit the chairs there, so let's actually scoot this back a little bit. These might be as many as we can put. Try that. It's not bad. And it almost looks like the table blends into that, like it's actually attached to the planter. We could scoot this back even further. Let's do like right here. Give everyone enough space to sit. Pull in and out of the chairs with. There we go. Okay, so this table for outside, sure. But what could we do in here? This table's ridiculously long. What if we did this in the corner? Because we were able to... Actually, what is the difference between this? I guess this is a little bigger. Put this, like, right here. See how many we could fit around this. Maybe 4? Table of 4? Yeah, that might have to be the case. And then we can scoot this out a little bit. We're not worried about it being even with the other stuff there. We'll get a stand here. Chairs. And dare I say we bring some of these outside, or should we just do all long tables? Would that look crazy? We could do a mix of big and small tables. Let me see what the rest of these would look like. I mean, they're not gonna have someone at the end of the table. Is this really not even with this? It absolutely is not. Holy cow, hold on. This one is. I suppose us testing these would be a smarter idea to do. Just be like right here, right? Yeah. And I'm kind of digging these other tables being like this. One more. Actually, so maybe we could utilize the smaller tables inside. I mean, you could still fit 4 and 4 at each of these. Or maybe we do smaller ones up front, bigger ones in the back, or some of each. I just like that there's a walk path here for, like, service and stuff to walk through here. Let's check about the seats, though. How many seats can we do with each of these? 2, right? Especially if we don't put any at the end. If we made some of these circular seats, then we could have some that would be for 6. Actually, I just thought of something. We'll keep these here as 4s, so you could sit, you know, 3 to 4 people, right? Let's make some of these a little bit set up for, like, 8, maybe. So then you have a couple parties that have 8 people. You'd have space to do that. I gotta get those things again. And then some smaller tables. Let's see if this will work. And I wish you could lap it up over that. I know they won't let me do it. Yeah, I think we leave room on the table for a seat of 8 people, right? You always got extra people in your party that just decide, hey, oh, you guys are going to dinner. Oh, and you're going to the arcade after? You know that that's going to happen. Alright, so if we do this, I think we're going to do the circle tables right here. We'll have seats in 4s like this. I'm chill with that. And then there'll be kind of some room to move and do stuff. Not a big circle table. Let's just do a bunch of these smaller tables. Let's see if we can fit maybe 3 right here. Of course, we could run into the same problem I had before, but... let's scoot this as far back as we can. Oh. Need this guy. Some of these could even be 3s. Sure. Why not? That's crazy. Could also scatter them slightly so that we can fit these chairs in here. This was the play. And then we put the 3rd chair for this one right here. Excuse me. It's here. We still scoot this in a little bit. And I might get rid of that 3rd chair. So we could bring this out again a little bit. Let's do that. Let's bring this puppy out a little bit. Or we could also just angle these in such a way to just have them be normal seats, I guess. It's not the end of the world to have them be out in the aisle. I was just trying to avoid that. And if we did that, let's move this back again. We need to give that other table a little more space. I feel like it's just a little too close. There. And they have some room. Okay. Probably can only fit 2. Because that would be, again, wild to try to fit everybody in there like that. We'll do 3 chairs again. Dude's right by the door. There. And then we got room. We can make some kind of a little tray or small something here. And here it is daytime again. But we've got a restaurant. What lights did I do? Oh, yeah, we just did, we don't really have a light for this, though. I guess our thought was we really didn't need one, but it is kind of a dark alcove. Let's maybe move one of these guys over here. Hey. Holy cow, guys. I'm liking this a lot. This is looking good. It's already 3.5 hours. I guess we could stop. Well, we could do this when we get back tomorrow. Finish up the restaurant, aka it's really the front desk and the kitchen. We'll just close these. And I guess we start inside the building. Do like the ball check in and check out, right? But you buy your tickets at to go to the amusement park thing, build out 2 separate stalls. Check out the shoes and ball here, make our bowling alley, and that's probably, honestly, this whole front section is probably going to take a whole episode. Like, each section is just going to be crazy, and we'll have to configure how we want to do the bowling alley. Including maybe make some kind of a feedback here where the ball goes. I'm not sure how you set that up yet. Because I would like the ball to be able to rotate and, you know, return the ball. Oh, yes. We've got a lot to do. Guys, thank you so much. We have 8 likes for the stream. It's been really nice talking to everybody. I will be playing My Time at Sandrock tonight. It seems to be doing kind of okay graphics and not breaking the computer otherwise. I'm knocking on wood for that. There we go, and then I'll do one last double check here. All right, well, that's that. Chatters, lurkers, everybody, I will be seeing you guys tonight, or I'll be seeing you tomorrow for more House Flipper, okay? Also, thank you to our members, guys. I appreciate you all very much. Give it another second. I know most of you guys are lurking, which I'm totally chill with. But I know you guys can hear me, so I know you mean well. Yeah, Wade, Ilse, Pixie, DJ, Dragon, DJ Salsa, and Sir Egbert. Have a good day, guys. Lurkers, have a great day. See you tonight.